Hey, sorry about that.
Wow.
Cat got her tongue, folks.
I think it
whoa,
did.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hello, everyone. This is the Rule of Three, and I'm Sarah.
And I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Bethany. And a cat did not get my tongue.
No.
No, it didn't.
Okay.
Alright. Let's shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Alright.
All right, let's go.
What's
I'm done.
happening right now?
Pick
Nothing.
one.
This is happening. It's right now. We're consulting the mystical bowl of subjects.
I don't know if
Yeah.
I want to share.
You have to. It's required,
Yes.
or you'll be cursed by the bowl.
Worst fear.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I guess I was hitting on something.
Whoa. Okay. So worst
Wow.
fear. We got to start this thing off.
Oh, jeez, that's
There's
toughie.
a lot of them, right?
There's like, what's worse is more. That's the hard
No,
part.
your
really.
worst, like, the ultimate thing you would never want to happen to you. Like, I mean, maybe it's that. Maybe it's something irrational. I don't know.
Do you think it could be
Well,
rational?
most fears are are irrational is the word. But not all fears are irrational. Like, some could
Well-
happen to you. However, we don't live our lives being afraid of those things.
Well, see, here's the thing. When you start talking about fear, some people fear heights. Some people fear the unknown. And that's
I think the
kind of
unknown
stuff
is
that
something
holds you back.
everybody does.
Well, to
I
an
don't know.
extent,
I
I
mean-
guess.
I mean, let's talk about the Bermuda Triangle. You know, how many ships have been lost. We really don't know where they are. But let's say this. I've gone through the triangle and came back.
Yep, we did.
So
I'm
why
pretty
do other ships get lost?
I'm pretty sure that those ships are sunk at the bottom of the ocean. But
Well, I don't
the
know.
ocean, we haven't even explored
exactly.
nearly all of it.
So
Okay,
someone
so
might
even
get
half
down
of
there
it,
at
really.
one point and see
So-
all the missing ships and
well,
stuff.
here, what about, okay, so do we fear the depths of the ocean because we don't know what's down there?
I don't know. I don't think so, because here's the thing. Discovery is important. I think we should continue to search for things. I mean, who knows what's at the bottom of the ocean?
Nobody.
No one.
You can't.
It's like outer space, it hasn't been explored yet. So
right.
I think as humans we have to push the limits. But
Well, what's your
Well,
fear?
you push
You're not-
through fear.
You're not saying it.
Well, we're talking about fear right now. Something is
Fear
happening.
itself. fear itself. But
Yes, our worst fear. We do have to get to that, but
I'm gonna say it's hard. I have a tie here, but I would say anything to do with heights would be scary, but honestly,
well, you've done heights though, hon.
I think being wrongfully accused of something and going to prison for the rest of my life would be one of my worst fears. If
Yeah,
not the
it's-
worst.
It's not a good one.
Because it
One of them
happens
are.
to people and people have gone to death row and stuff. That's pretty scary to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, people have been found not guilty and they were set up, or
Yeah.
the cops didn't do their job
Yeah.
correctly, so they were accused.
I'd like to think
It's
our
pretty
justice
scary.
system is better than it was with that generally, but
Well,
there are people who slip through the
you
cracks.
don't want to
sadly.
be that anomaly, though.
No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
not.
So that is a legitimate fear, I think. Not that I don't think about it every day. I don't even dream about it. I'm just saying that if the thought were to cross my mind, what's your worst fear? That would be one of them for sure for me.
I think for me, and I know, like you said, there's so many. I think probably a comatose state would probably be the scariest thing for me.
Really?
Well, here's the thing.
But you don't know you're in one.
That's not necessarily true. A lot of people have come out of comatose state and said, I heard everything and saw everything and I could not move.
Ugh.
So that's
Okay,
what
yeah.
scares
That's
me.
scary.
It's
Maybe
like you're
that's even
buried in your
scarier.
own body. And you can't move. Think about that.
When I
Let's
pass-
all go there.
Yeah,
Together.
I will.
No.
When I passed out in the shower that time,
Yeah.
which is a whole nother story I'm not going to get into, I was fine. But there was a moment or two where I heard Mom's voice,
Yeah.
felt her hand, but I couldn't respond to her.
You can't respond to anything.
and everything was fuzzy. Like, I could
Yeah.
see, but it just was all fuzzy. Now, for that brief second or two, I was afraid. I was scared. In fact, when I woke up, when I came full to, I was like, oh my god, what happened to me? What happened? I was, like, panicking. And Mom's like, it's okay, it's alright. But, so I understand what you're saying, Ree, and because I felt that, I would say that's a pretty good one.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think I've
Scary as heck.
changed my fear now. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty scary, you know.
but yeah, it's definitely up there. What do you think, Sai? What about you?
Well, I probably fear similar things like the spiders. I hate them. I really do.
Well, is that
But-
your worst fear, though?
Probably not, because I've dealt with them.
Yeah, I mean, I've killed a spider.
I've been able to deal with
Hmm.
them. It's not that I like dealing with them. I definitely am afraid of pitch black dark. And what I mean by is where you can't even see anything at all.
Oh, that's
Right.
pretty scary.
That's scary to me.
We did that once.
I've had that happen. I got through it. But it wasn't something I wanted to go through again. And when you're in that, I think part of it is feeling alone.
Mm.
So do you fear being alone the most?
Maybe so. Like,
Yeah.
I don't mind being by myself for a while. I prefer to do that sometimes. But I think the thought of being forever alone is a scary thought.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
So
pretty up there.
isolation, being alone, that's pretty scary.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'd say that would
That
be.
happened to a lot of prisoners way back. They would isolate them in a very dark basement. In fact, that was one of the things they talked about when we went to on our trip to Salem. Was
Yeah,
they
don't go
talked
into
about,
all of it, but
yeah, but
yeah.
they talked about being in a
The
very
reason I
dark
say it's
room.
because it could be.
It can be
yeah.
disturbing, yeah. But that was one of the things they
Right.
did was just that dark.
If you
no
want to know
light.
more about that, look it up.
Yeah,
But,
it's but it
we
is.
don't want to get into that.
No,
here.
I'm not. I was not going to get in the
I
depths
know, I
of
was just-
it, but
I was just saying, please don't.
but they were just stuck in these dark places, and it's so
Yeah,
sad.
it is
You
sad.
know that they're
And that
going
is
through
scary. And if you think about it, you can mingle that fear with Sarah's fear.
Yeah.
My fear, like the accusatory thing, like being accused of something you didn't do, going to prison and being in complete darkness.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
So-
complete darkness like that, where you cannot see anything, is scary.
And you know what? It's
And-
funny.
I was able to close my eyes. I was on this slide that was black,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, just close your eyes and it'll be over, and it was.
Actually,
But I don't like that.
we weren't really.
Wasn't
You're
fun
not
for
in
me.
complete darkness there, though.
I was.
When we were in the caverns, that was
When you're in a
complete
black
darkness.
slide, Beth, you're in the black.
No, this slide was black.
Oh yeah, I went
I know.
through
You
it.
couldn't
I
see
went
your
through
hand
it
in
too.
front of you.
I
Well,
went through it. Yeah.
You're also sliding.
Yeah.
I guess in the caverns we were sitting in a boat, so.
Yeah, it was different.
But that kind of darkness, yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, I think these are legitimate fears, for sure.
Yeah.
yeah, I think
And
so.
I know it seems like a little bit of a downer this episode, but I think sometimes it's good to share your fears. It helps us not
Process.
internalize them, but
Yeah.
process them. So if you want to share your worst fear or a fear you might have with us, we'd love to hear from you. And, you know, it's safe here. You know, we're not internet trolls. We're not going to, you know, make fun of you or anything. So,
Wow.
you know, feel free to share that, and like and subscribe, and there's a bell icon. You can hit that for notifications. We release an episode every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, for your enjoyment and entertainment. And there's a link down in the description for our Facebook page, so check that out because there's other fun stuff there too. Thank you very much, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.